The rich rule over the poor. Do you know why? Poor people borrow money for baggages and garbage. The rich rule over the poor. The borrower will always be a slave to the lender. It's a natural rule encrypted into the universe. Once you borrow, a chain has been tied onto your leg to cripple you from kickstarting your financial journey to freedom. It's a law. It's a natural law. The borrower will always be a slave to the lender. If you desire to start your journey to financial freedom, to wealth, the first thing you have to do is get out of debt, and don't only get out of debt, stay out of debt. You can't move forward with a chain on your leg. Credit card debt, buy now, pay later debt, all over the place. You always be a slave to the lender, borrowing from friends, family, buying things that you can't buy 2 times, things that are not a necessity, things I don't know, no budgeting whatsoever. You will always be a slave. You do not want to be a slave. Get out of debt and stay out of debt. For Christ's sake, it's not just about you. Someday you have children. Maybe you have children already. Their financial future is at stake. If you are still in debt, if you are not already on the journey heading to financial freedom. I wrote 5 steps to getting out of debt and eventually building your income ahead. Now, if you are in debt, the first thing you must start doing is paying the small debt first. Write all your debt down. I'm owing my brother this, I'm owing this financial institution this, credit card this, I'm owing this. Start paying from the small ones first. Do not attempt to start paying the small one. And here is the tip I will give you: pay your debt with intensity. Intensity now, it accelerates things later. Start paying your small, tiny debt, and from there you move up. But by all means, get out of debt with intensity as fast as you can. The sooner the better. The sooner you get out, the faster you can start growing your income. The goal, I said, is to reduce your consumption, reduce your expenditures, increase your income. That is your production. Number 2 is to save an emergency fund. When you start your journey on the topic of growing wealth and income and all this financial freedom, the first thing you do is advise you do is to save $1,000 emergency fund. Do you know why? Because when you for instance, if you have credit cards, when you cut them up and you take your car out and maybe your tire is flat, then what do you do? You've been living on credit card. What do you do then? You need an emergency fund when you start getting out of debt, when you start building your wealth, start building your income, heading to financial freedom. First is to start paying your small debt, and the second is to save $1,000 as emergency fund. Number 3 is quit borrowing more money. No matter how you are tempted, do not borrow more money. Do you know why? Even without the money, you won't die. It may be hard, but you won't die. You will be tempted. Needs will arise. Do not borrow more money. That's number 3. Number 4 is sell stuff. Find something to sell. Sell something like crazy. Sell stuff so much that people in your house think you are crazy. They think that you've gone mad. They think you need some sort of deliverance. Man, sell some of those expensive shoes you bought. Sell some bags. Sell your headphones. Sell the TV. Sell some crazy stuff, man. You need to find some stuff to sell. You know, you might as well develop your salesman skill, because eventually to make money you sort of need to produce, but that's like far ahead. For now, sell stuff. Most of the things you don't necessarily need, you need to get rid of them. Sell them. At least clear your environment so that you can think better. And the 5th one is at least take a part-time job, or if you have a skill that you can freelance. Take a part-time job or extra job to increase your income. The key is get out of debt as soon as possible. The rich don't tell you this. Rich people are not living on debt. We have been preached some concept for a long time now. Most of us believe it. I don't know if it's true, if it's not, but that there is good debt and bad debt, and good debt to use it to build this, bad debt to use it to buy some stuff. Man, get out of debt. If you want to head to a journey for a place where you finally get free, get out of debt. Get out of debt. Get out of debt. That's just all I have to say. Just get the heck out of debt. That's it.